Welcome back, Madden people. Today we're gonna go over the lineup a little bit. We're gonna see where my strong points are. I can tell you my weak points, my defense. You can all comment down below on some budget beast defense guys. I think I got a couple of them, but I'm trying not to spend too much coin on the defense because I need my offense. I play a lot of squads, and the guy I play with, he he's got the defense like he does. His defense is pretty well done up. So I gotta make an offense. So I work on the offensive side. So let's get into it. Let's look at them. Let's see what I got, where I got it, and we'll go from there. I got 2 games afterwards. I'm gonna go ahead and edit down real well, show you guys. The second game's not the prettiest game, but it is a game. But into the lineup, what we got, we're starting out with this MVP Lamar Jackson. The reason he's not in his power up is because the abilities. He has those auto equipped, and why would I spend training to upgrade and then have to buy those abilities again? So until he gets an upgrade, he'll be sitting there, or until I upgrade my quarterback. We did get the Barry Sanders, who's 93 into a 94 thanks to balance offense. And then over here at fullback, we got Max Strong. I don't think there's a better fullback in the game, but don't quote me on that. He was the best one when I was building the team. So I went with him. He's actually pretty good. Fullback dives. He really gets that 1-2 yards you need. And he blocks pretty well, surprisingly. The line does an amazing job blocking. It's 4 of the 5 heavyweights, all powered up. No abilities on him. I don't really have too many abilities anywhere on the team yet. The only one that's not the heavyweight is the ultimate kickoff guy over here at left tackle, Trent Williams. He's not powered up. I think I have his power up. I just ran out of training. So he will be powered up to an 89. And then once we get there, they'll all be powered up. They'll all be 89 over here and then 90 across the board everywhere else. Wide receivers, I do have the level master sitting over here in wide receiver 3. But Tyler Lockett's actually my slot guy. So in 3 wide receiver sets, Tyler Lockett comes in as the slot guy. So I like Reggie Wayne. It's the LTD. I bought that before the market crashed. Kind of kicked myself in the butt. I knew the market was going to crash, but I figured without him getting a redux, he wouldn't crash as bad. I don't think he did crash as bad, but he still crashed nonetheless. But I wouldn't get him. And then Tyler Lockett's my number 2, except for when I'm running a 3 wide receiver set. Then he actually goes into the slot. I do got the powered up George Kittle. That's where I got my power up pass being used at. This free little Zach Ertz back here. I don't get too many formations with 2 tight ends out there. Usually it's 3 wide receiver set. Empty backfield, stuff like that. I like to run. I grind Barry Sanders into the ground, and when he needs a break, Lamar Jackson might take one, or I might run like a short little drag across, or a little out for 5 yards or something like that. But I'm not one to really try to take the top off. I would rather nickel and dime you down the field, chew some clock, control the ball. Yeah, play like I'm playing Madden 20, call it what you want. To me, that's fundamental football. You pound the rock, you throw the ball to keep them honest. That, to me, that's what that is. But it is what it is. People play their own way. Everybody's entitled to play how they want to play. Rarely do I get the third tight end, but if I do, it's just in a blocking situation, and he's one of the better blocking tight ends for no cost whatsoever. So that's why I got this little Max Williams down here at tight end 3. But there is the offense. There's a few little places that could be upgraded, but it's not bad. I mean, I know it's not bad. Defense on the other side is pretty ridiculous. Here's a nice little budget beast. That's a Nat from doing all the sets. That one I did go out and buy because he's pretty good. There's another Nat from the sets. There's a Nat from the sets. There's a Nat. That's a starter card that I got for doing something. There's another starter card. Here's my Sam Mills. Really, all I've ever bought for this is probably this Eric Hendricks and this Richard Seymour. And I don't even know that I bought the Richard Seymour. I just had it in my pack and upgraded it because I didn't want a gold on the line anymore. But there's my team captain in the middle, along with Lamar Jackson. They're meant to try to stop the dives, the draws, the inside. I need big boys up there trying to do that. That's why I got Richard Seymour over here, and Youngblood's actually kind of like my spy. If I feel I need to go the extra mile and put a spy on the field, I'll manually set him up as a spy. He's quick enough to at least contain on his side of the field. And if it's on the opposite side of the field they break, well, it's not as easy. But everything in here is super cheap. I know there's a lot of places. I mean, my CB3 is a 75. It's a gold. But again, I don't play too much online, and he holds up. I mean, I didn't get totally ran on when I went to my head-to-heads, which we'll see in these next couple minutes. But I think I've rambled on enough. Let's get into it. I'm not going to comment on the gameplay. The first one, it was close. It was tight. I ran the ball. I don't think I hardly threw it at all. But I controlled the game, controlled the clock, and did what I needed to do. The second game, I completely edited out the first quarter because it was that bad. He was up 14-0 at the end of the first quarter, and I almost quit it out, but I said, no, we're going to come back from this. There were some bad plays that got me to that point. But I decided to stick with it. Had some pretty good run. One thing I noticed, I think it was both Barry Sanders and Lamar Jackson, both on the sideline, when they do that little tippy toe where they're about ready to step out of bounds and stuff. Twice it caught the guy totally whiffing on a tackle. Let's see if I can't develop that a little bit. But it's kind of like the air truck where you truck and it just makes the guy whiff because you slow down so much. Same concept. If you can kind of tippy toe out of bounds, it slows your guy way down, and the blocker's gonna just or the tackler's gonna totally miss you. But check those out in the second game. Like I said, I completely skipped the first quarter. It's not worth seeing, trust me. But until next time, peace out, Madden people.